I have an issue whenever I start a new Minecraft world that I'll always spend the first couple hours getting the basic materials, setting up a starter base, and by the time I have a starter base done, I have so many ideas for builds that I want to do. But because I always rush to get a house built, I never end up having the materials or the tools that I need to actually continue in the mod pack. So that's why I want to change how I do things on this Cobblemon world. My goal for today is to really get the foundational parts of this mod pack done, which is getting a lot of the Cobblemon items as well as getting my tools upgraded before I can get started on some bigger projects throughout the series. So let's get started. Welcome back everyone to another episode in the Cobblemon Let's Play world. Last episode got a lot done. We got our starter base, we got our first gym badge for building the starter base. But as I said in the intro, I've got a lot of plans today. I really want to get the base foundations of this world kind of sorted. So the first one is collecting all of the Cobblemon berries and apricorns so that we have them for like future Cobblemon stuff. I also want to catch a flying type, specifically either Dragonite or I'm leaning kind of towards Altaria. It's both a really cool Pokemon that I haven't used any before in any game, so I really want to use them. And I think it'd be fun to help fly around. And I want to build a Pokemon Center and get Silk Touch. So, and while I'm getting Silk Touch, I'm also going to upgrade my tools because right now I'm using copper, which like isn't great. See, there's already a tree here, and there's one there, so it should be pretty easy, I think. So, as I said, I have 4 main goals for today, and the first one we're going to be attempting to do is collecting all the berries and apricorns, because this will get us our grass-type gym badge. As I mentioned in episode 1, I'm doing gym badges slightly differently on this world. Instead of fighting gym leaders and stuff, the badges are incentives and goals that I want to achieve over the series. Some of these are Cobblemon, some are just vanilla Minecraft, but so far we have the normal type badge, which we got for completing our starter base, and we're aiming for our grass type today by getting all of the apricorns and berries. Little did I know this would take a lot more time than I thought, and since this goal is mainly just exploring, I actually streamed this part of the process on Twitch. I'm hoping to get YouTube streams started up soon, but at the minute I'm streaming on Twitch, so if you want to see some behind the scenes of this Cobblemon world and whatever else I'm streaming at the time, make sure to check it out at twitch.tv/basic existence. But let's go see how the adventure's going. Whoa, Lapras? Where? 1752 minus 753. Oh, I see it on the map now, Lapras. Oh. Yeah, I'm just blind, mate. Where's Lapras? I wonder, mate. Oh, I was hoping I'd catch it there. Right. Lapras. Leafage. I am low on Pokeballs. I don't think I can get... Oh. I think I can get Lapras in a... boat either. Yeah, we're dead, bro. We're actually dead. Yeah. No. So to act? Oh yeah, I'll just lose the Pokeball then. Please, I want to catch Lapras and I can use it for water instead of boats, bro. Please. Please, speed. I need this. Oh, okay. Chill. Yeah, no. Brilliant. Yeah, no, alright. Yeah, bro. Didn't expect that to work, if I'm honest. I've been searching for these berries for like a long time now. And on one hand, it's been great because I've got a lot of them. But I haven't got them all, you know? Like, I've managed to find... I'm missing about 8 or 9 of the naturally spawning ones. But, like, it's got to the point where I'm so far out compared to, like, my base. My base, like, here, right? And I've explored so far in, like, so many directions that, like, I'm getting kind of sick of watching and walking around this world, if I'm honest. So I think I'm gonna head back. I do have other, like, goals and things that I can do. And then I think I'm gonna start heading out for berries again. So I've actually gone through and put all of the berries we've collected in these 2 bundles here. We've got 23 of the, like, 30-ish naturally spawning ones, which is pretty good. It's pretty good going. Obviously, it's not all of them, but the thing is, there's like almost 70 different berries in the Cobblemon mod pack, and the rest of them are all got through mutations, which I need to figure out how to do. But I thought we're gonna get a start on the mutation. Oh my god, hello pal. How are you doing, Mr. Serene? As I said, I still need to fully figure out mutations. I believe it's just from having them growing next to each other, but I'll just check the Cobblemon wiki before. But I thought I'd do them now and just get started, and obviously we can't get them all because we are missing like several of the actual berries we need. But if we can start getting the berries we have planted, we won't have to worry about running out of them all. But I found the area that I really want to build our next part of the base in, because, or the next part of the world, because I mentioned in episode 1, my main goal is to avoid just settling down in one location. So I think having stuff like our berry farms and our apricorn farms and all that good stuff spread out amongst each other and amongst the world will provide a good reason to travel and build new different things, which will be especially helpful once we have an Altaria, but we need berries for that, which is what we're doing now. So it all kind of links back to each other, which is why this video and this current plan is so important to the rest of the world, because today I'm setting up all the foundations and all the beginning aspects of the world that we wouldn't have otherwise. Okay, here we are. It's loading in. And the reason I fell in love with this area and really wanted to build here was because I first saw like a view while standing over here, so I do want to include a path leading all the way to here, as well as we'll probably build a bridge and stuff, but I don't think we'll get everything done today. I also don't want to rush this project. I just want to get the start foundations of it done before really jumping into our first town later on. But my plan is it's just gonna be a small town that will have all of our berries, but it will also have the first Pokemon Center out of the world, because, you know, in a video about setting up the foundations of everything, I feel like having a Pokemon Center is quite important. So we're probably going to build it, in all honesty, on this ridge here. It's a little higher up, but I do like the idea of it being, you know, a little bit above. It's above most of the area. Looking down on it, the berry farms are stretching out along here. There's a couple houses and stuff. That's the idea that I have. But for now, we have to plant some berries. An unfortunate part of just the berry hunt so far has been that we haven't been able to get multiples of all of them And it does mean that planting them can be kind of a risk that if we lose them, we might not get them back. Especially for like ones like this one where I only have one. Now, my goal and idea is I'm going to at least get a couple planted so I have a stock and supply of them. And then we'll be able to truly start like mutating them all. But for now, to avoid mutations, which we will set up later, I am going to set up a little gap between each one. So we will plant these. Alright, I'm gonna cut back when I've got these like actually planted. There's probably someone screaming in the comments right now that this is like the worst way to do it. You know? And then actually I'm missing a really easy trick that I'm not doing. Which is probably true. Like I'm not denying it. But I also this is well easy, to be fair. Since I needed to wait anyway for some of the berries to grow, I decided to go mining in the nearby caves, simply because I just haven't really done any of it yet. So I went mining to get as many diamonds as I could, as well as a diamond pickaxe, which I can hopefully enchant with Silk Touch later on. So let's see how we did. It has honestly been a pretty wild trip to the mines, if I'm honest. As you can see, we're now in iron. That's because I kept dying, and we actually had a decent amount of iron. But I did manage to get 33 diamonds from all of that. So we can make armor, we can make some tools, which is what we're going to do. We need to save at least 2 for an enchanting table, because I'm hoping to get like Silk Touch and stuff. That is the main one of the kind of enchantments that I need today, just because it would make so many things so much easier. And honestly, the berries are growing, you know, like it's going pretty well berry wise. I've managed to get all of them up to having 3 of each, and most of them are actually fully grown now, so you know, it's going well. It's going well. So far I've only been going for the naturally spawning berries, but there's actually a lot more to the mod pack, including 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th level mutations that all require different berry combinations to grow. To do this, you just place 2 growing berries next to each other and basically bone meal them a ton and hope you get lucky that a mutation spawns, and from there you can just plant it like normal, which meant I had a lot of bone meal to gather. Yeah, this place looks pretty ugly, I can admit that. While it is colourful, there's kind of nothing to it, but that we'll all get to probably in another episode. We will be doing the Pokemon Center today, but I think we're gonna save making this place look nicer for another episode, so we have like fully time to dedicate to it, you know? So I've died again, so I decided to finally use those diamonds I got earlier. And now I have full diamond armor, as well as some diamond tools. I have 1 left, which I think I'm going to keep just as, you know, a sentimental first diamond. So we'll probably hang that up somewhere in our house. Something like that. But I need to get a new Pokedex. I need to get a new camera. I was hoping to kill a lot of skeletons, but it did not work, because they killed me and I couldn't get back to the cave. So I think it's best to hunt out in the night instead of going in the cave. But we've got a couple of the berries. We got the leper berry, got the mango. Is that mango? A mago berry. We got the lumberry. Going well. It's going well. I'm working. I was gonna say I'm working for another one, but I've just got the figgy berry, so. See, what a good time to press record. I have one issue, that I need so many bones, right, to get anything done. Because if I want to grow the berries and the mutations, I need bones. So, because I need bone meal, right? So what I'm doing is I've head down to the mines and I'm gonna go to the Nether to get bone blocks, because I genuinely think that that is the quickest way to get them without doing like a skeleton XP farm or something, which I could do, but like the thing with that, when you're doing a skeleton XP farm, is I need to find a skelly spawner, and then like by the time all that's done, it would probably have just been quicker to go up the Nether. I do want to set one up eventually in this world though, but again, that's like a future thing. Now, here's the thing. What is it we actually need from the Nether? Two things. One, I was checking the wiki, and I can't remember which one off the top of my head, but one Pokemon in the Basalt Deltas drops one of the berries we need, one of the natural berries, which means we'll be way closer to finishing it. We'll only have a couple left. And Soul Sand Valleys have bone blocks. Bone blocks will just make this a whole lot easier, because we can make it bone meal, grow the rest of the crops pretty easily. I have quite a lot of Pokeballs with me, just in case we see any cool Pokemon. A lot of fire types, all that good stuff. And yeah, hopefully we won't die. Hopefully, you know, it's the dream. Oh boy. Okay, gassed. Oh boy. Alright, can we get return to sender? No. Oh, come on, that's got it. Yes! Ah! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. No, no, no. No, no. Not after getting return to sender. Come on, come on. You can't die after that. Come on. Oh, God. Yeah. God. That's rough. We survived the Nether. However, you know, we did get the bomb blocks. We didn't get the berries though, which is the thing, and we also lost all our diamond. But this will make the mutations go a lot quicker now, thankfully. And now I think it's time that we finally actually build something in this video, because we haven't done it at all. So I think it's time we get started on right up there and build the Pokemon Center. I'm really happy that this build came out, and I want to just talk a bit about the design process, because I went for a bit of a different look. I was mainly inspired by the design in Pocopia. At least region 1, I'll be honest, the game is so big, I'm still in the first region. So I don't know if the designs changed, but you know, the first beginning area in Pocopia, that's what I based this Pokemon Center off. So it's very wooden, using some of this pale oak that we finally have. I also put in a little texture block at the back here. Now, also, because of keeping the flow of these videos, I don't actually get to include as many of the Pokemon catches that we do. I've got like a decent amount of shinies at the minute. I caught Luna the other day as well. It's going well, but my idea is having this pasture block back here. It keeps it hidden, but it is close enough that we can easily access it, and just put some Pokemon to surround the area. Not entirely sure who yet, so if anyone has suggestions, let me know. But the main part of the Pokemon Center is the inside. Well, we have, you know, we got some paintings on the wall. We've got our healing machines, which means we can actually just fully heal our party if needed. Obviously, our box, so we can swap Pokemon in and out. Oh, there's a skull bunny. Very nice. But I have a Pokedex and a Pokeball here. I do actually need to make myself a new Pokedex and camera, because I still haven't got them back since we lost our diamond armor. But overall, the idea is just make it a little bit cozy. I also have this Poke Field Lab, which is really cool actually. It is basically an extra mod I added to the mod pack that will give me different Pokemon / Cobblemon based quests that I can kind of just do whenever. So I can just go up, you know, and here you see, you know, find a Pokemon with a poison electric type, and you know, get some rewards. And it's honestly really cool, so I'm excited to kind of get started in this area. But overall, there's not a whole lot to the Pokemon Center, and I'm considering adding a mini block data pack to put just a little like smooth quartz player head in the middle to act as the button, but for now I haven't done that. I did also have to build out this terraforming here, which doesn't look the greatest, I know. It's also kind of hard to get to the Pokemon Center, but this is all things that will change in the future, because I don't want it to stick. I'm planning on putting a path here, probably wind down here, a wind leading down into where the village is eventually going to be, as well as a path that leads up that can lead us, look at the map, it can lead us kind of through the mountain up towards the cherry grove, but also like the village behind it and everything. As you can see here, I've been going through and getting all of the level 4 and level 3 berries. I haven't labeled them all yet. I had to go mining for birch. I haven't labeled them all yet as I had to go get more birchwood, but I'm so close. You know, from the bone blocks, we've got a little bit of bone meal left. And if we put a pom egg and a tomato berry together, we should get the staff berry after enough bone mealing. Hopefully. This is genuinely what I've been doing for the past like 2 hours. But like, surely in like 3 snacks we can get 1 berry. Hey! All the berries. Now, the way I actually got all of the natural berries wasn't through exploring fully. As I mentioned throughout the video, I've explored far, far, far and wide and not found them all. So I had to resort to some rather unethical ways of collecting them, as you can see here. But that doesn't matter anymore, because we have now gotten all the berries, which means we can put all of our time into getting the actual things we need for Poke Snacks to really help get this Swablu, or hopefully just a straight up Altaria. So the first of the ingredients we're going to need for this Poke Snack is milk, honey, Vivichokes that we can get from the Vivichoke seeds, and some hearty grounds. And while they're all cooking in our campfire pot, we're also going to want to get a grappa berry, a cobra berry, and a lumberry to really up our chances of getting that Swablu. And to further maximize my chances, I'm going to be heading out into the ocean since it has the lowest overall spawn pool to pull from, meaning we should be able to maximize the Swablu a lot quicker. We will sleep, get rid of the rain, get rid of the night. See the wonderful sunrise. And let's get started, shall we? So this is my first time actually using them, so I'm not entirely sure like if it'll be quick or not, but you know. We will just kind of sit here, craft some Pokeballs, you know, while we wait for our Swablu to eventually appear for us. Look at him. Okay, they're only level 7, so we have to be really careful here, because any fight will probably kill it. Yes! Did it? Oh yeah, it did. It did take from the Pokepuff. Okay, we have tons more of these, so it might be the case of we might, like, between episodes I might come back and like, I don't know, see if we can get like a shiny one or something. That'd be really cool. But at the same time, I don't think we have any ones that... Can we pick it up by doing this? No. We'll see, we'll see. But the most important thing, now at least, is heading back to our actual base. Because Swablu is still in the box, and we need to go get it. I will clean that. I will clean this mess up here, by the way. Just between episodes. I need to go see Swablu right now. Now, obviously, with it only being a level 7 Swablu, we have a long way to go to be able to get it to be able to replace our Kilowattrel. As obviously we need to evolve it into Altaria and all that fun stuff. But I am so happy we managed to get it, because it took a long while, you know. Bro, I don't even know how long I was AFK, and it was a while though. But I think I came like a bit over prepared, in all honesty. But heading in, we can open our box. Shroomish for now. I'm gonna just put you in there, and we're gonna get out Swablu. We didn't get him out. Oh, is this it being glitched again? Okay, my game is back up now, and our party is fixed. So we actually have Swablu now. Look how great that photo looks, man. I'll have to include that in the picture album, which I have actually thought between episodes of a new way to show the picture album at the end. So you'll see that in a minute, but oh, I love the animation. The way it like hops around. Now I do wonder. Okay, unfortunately, Zora and Spirity, I have to return you guys to your Pokeballs for now, because I need to see this. It's perfect. Let me try to get a good photo here. There we go. Oh, it's perfect. I didn't actually know if it could go on your shoulder or not. That's so cool. That's so cool, man. I wonder how it looks with Sprigatito as well. There we go. So, obviously, we're gonna have to work on leveling up a couple of our Pokemon in the next episode, as well as fixing what we didn't do today. Obviously, we got all the berries, but we really ignored making the environment look anywhere near like good. So obviously that's going to be the plan for next episode, but until then I've just got to roll the outro. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah. Oh, look at that sunrise. That is beautiful. That is beautiful, lads. Hey, thank you for making it to the end of another video. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed making it. Even if the berries took forever, at least we got the badge in the end. But I also mentioned having another way to display all the photos I take during the videos, which will be showing up on screen now. So if you have any thoughts on this, let me know in the comments. And yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff, so you know when the next Cobblemon video or whatever I do next comes out. But until then, I will see you in the next one. Bye, gamers.